Welcome back, everybody, to another new comic book day. Sitting here on the floor of the comic book room with Jerry, the comic book dog. That can only mean one thing. It's new comic book day Wednesday. Extra sad vibes, though, okay? So, like, happy vibes, but sad vibes. There's 2 new comic book days left, but I will be going to San Diego Comic-Con tomorrow. I'll be there all 4 days of the convention, but it's still sad because the comic book store is closing. I do have that new Mid-Coast Comics comic book store is my new LCS. We'll do some like store tours and stuff like that later on. But for now, man, 2 more new comic book days at this location. I got to go right now to go pick up the comics. Let's go see Matt and Matt for one of the last times. Heartbreaking, just absolutely heartbreaking. With that being said, let's get in the car and go get those comics. So I'm here on one of the last drives to the comic book store. It's just so sad to say. I got a comment the other day. They were saying like, bro, you're dragging along your comic book store closing. Like, you're dragging it out too much. Guys, this is affecting my life, man. This is my life you're talking about here, dude. If I don't have the new comic, I mean, it's totally just upending my entire life. With that being said, I just got to the comic book store and let's go inside. I want to talk about very briefly what my plans are inside the comic book store. So I don't think I'm going to be buying or bringing a ton of single issue comic books to San Diego Comic-Con. That's not the vibe. I want to pack a little light. It's kind of more focused on just in general, like just meeting the creators and stuff like that. It's not necessarily, hey, I want to get these things signed. So I have this notebook that I plan on bringing that I've got some signatures in up to this point. So I'll be looking to bring that. In addition to that, I'll be bringing posters, okay? So in theory, the shop still has the DC Next Level poster that I left here last week. That's free to take. I'm going to be bringing that in theory. I'm also bringing a DC Vertigo poster to try to get all the creators associated with that signed on that. I'm also bringing a DC KO poster. Maybe you get Scott Snyder to sign that. I'm not sure. Maybe you get other DC creators to sign that. I'm not really sure. Do they have to have worked on DC KO? I don't know. But that's the plan. So we're going to go in, get the new comic books. I'm going to get that DC Next Level poster so I can bring it to San Diego Comic-Con. Not doing any other signatures for single issues or anything like that. It's that, posters, and then the notebook. But let's go get those comics. All right, so technically not just back from the comic book store. I had to work a little bit, all right? Running a little late today, but let me show you guys the haul. First off, didn't get the Next Level poster. Little bit disappointing, all right? So I wanted that DC Next Level poster to have all the Next Level creators be able to sign it. Unfortunately, was not able to find it, but I did find this Jeff Lemire Firestorm, Fury of the Firestorm as a series. One of my favorites coming out of DC right now. My plan is to get this signed by Jeff Lemire at Comic-Con, so that should be a lot of fun. In addition to Dennis Camp, who's also going to be there. I love Dennis Camp stuff. His Vertigo series, Bleeding Hearts, also plan on getting this signed. Maybe. We'll see how like many posters we have, right? But that is the plan. If not, those will have a nice spot on the comic book ceiling. Other than that, let's check out the comics. It's real fun letting my comic shop know that I'll be at Comic-Con. They were asking me all sorts of questions. A lot of the other people in the shop were also interested. And yeah, it should be a lot of fun. Starting off with the absolute books for the week. Of course, we have Absolute Wonder Woman, Absolute Superman. Both of these series are just on fire. They're really, really excellent. I'm loving the arcs so far, like the arcs that we're currently in. Absolute Wonder Woman number 22 and Absolute Superman number 21. The Absolute Universe just keeps killing it. The Flash number 35. Gavin Guidry is also going to be at Comic-Con, so would love to meet up with him, get something signed. I'm not bringing any single issues again. I do have that notebook that I'll show you guys in a future video, but of course, Gavin Guidry and Ryan North's Flash run continues. Excellent stuff there. We have the JLA Avengers, Busiek Perez. This is issue number 3, part of the Facsimile series reprints that they are doing, trying to collect them all. It'll be a nice 1 through 4 fun set to have. Justice League Unlimited number 21. Series actually picking up a little bit. Like the last 2 are definitely have some positive momentum going. It's starting to feel a lot more like the first arc, starting to feel a lot more like the show, which I'm appreciating a lot. So Mark Waid, keep killing it. Of course, with Dan Mora, the Go. I think Dan Mora is going to be, I have to check. I don't know if Dan Mora is going to be at Comic-Con. We have Odin number 3. Odin, wait, there's like a bend in this. It's a little bit unfortunate. We have a little bit of a weird bend in my comic, but Odin 3, Odin is such an excellent series, co-written by James Tynion IV. The creative team on this is just excellent. Look at this cover though. There's no creative team anywhere. That is very interesting. They just want the cover to do all the talking. So there we go. Odin number 3. Superman number 40. The fight between Superboy Prime and Manchester Black. I love the Superman title. I think Josh Williamson is just killing it. And another Dan Mora appearance. This guy is so busy, dude. What a legend. Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles issue number 20. Of course, this is the 300th special. And on the back, too, we have a little teaser for the Last Ronin game. That should be pretty cool. But of course, Jinwoo Yang's Turtle series continues. I think Freddie E. Williams. It probably has like a variety of different creators. Yeah, it looks like we have some different artists and some different writers celebrating TMNT number 300. Peril of the Brutal Dark and Ezra Kane Mystery, issue number 6, closing out arc number 1 to my favorite DC Vertigo title. Just a lot of fun from Chris Condon and Jacob Phillips. I think Chris Condon's going to San Diego. Not going to get anything. I'll get the Vertigo poster signed by him, but again, not bringing in any single issues. Blood of the Wolfman, issue number 2, an excellent entry to the Universal Monsters series of comic books. I think that Josh Williamson is showing us another look, man. It's really cool. I'm starting to warm up to Josh Williamson like a ton. So there we go. Josh Williamson, Leo Max on the art, Blood of the Wolfman, issue number 2. I thought issue 1 was really good. And then finally, last but not least, the last single issue for today, we have Zatanna, issue number 4. A series that I'm not as confident about, like in terms of how much I'm liking it. This one, a little bit iffy the last couple of issues, which I found pretty interesting because I was looking forward to it before it came out, right? But nowadays, I'm not so sure. But there we go. That's the comic book haul for everything I picked up for July 22nd, New Comic Book Day. Hopefully you guys had a good one. I'm having good last couple comic book days, of course, even though the shop is closing. Just looking forward to the new shop and then Comic-Con, of course. So there we go. 2 more days left. Thank you guys for watching and read more comics.